Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Morning Woods Podcast. First of all, if you haven't, go down to the bottom of the screen. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get notified every time we release a new prank, a sketch, a vlog, podcast, whatever we put out, you get that notification. So right now in the studio, I have my buddy, a good friend of mine, actually, for a long time. I've known this guy in the business. Put me onto some shows when I was younger in the game. And I've always liked Kyle Buck, and he's here all the way from Indianapolis, podcaster and comedian. Go ahead and introduce yourself. I guess I already did.
Yeah, no, you're
we
good.
Spoke way too much before this
no,
show.
I'm way cooler than you stated, so I'm gonna take
Can
that.
you do
time
more
to-
stuff?
No. I appreciate it, man. I remember, several years ago, running that mic in the little town of Anderson, and it literally was something that I started because it was more difficult for me to get to Indianapolis to do spots, and I thought, is that something that I want to let stop me, or can I start my own thing? And so I just luckily found a cool venue with some open-minded folks that, were willing to green light it, and it rolled into something that, I got to know a lot of you Dayton guys from that. And, a lot of you guys are still, good friends to this day, and some I just haven't talked to and probably still pretty cool. I don't know. But I got to know a lot of you guys through that. And, it's awesome to be able to be here. God, that's been I've been doing comedy 5-6 years now. So that's been 3-4.
Yeah, about 4 years ago.
Yeah,
I think,
absolutely.
when I started
makes sense.
trying to make my rounds.
For sure.
Yeah, hit the other places that weren't Dayton.
Yeah.
There's a lot of comedy in the Midwest, and I feel like New York City and LA, sure, that's great, and you could do more comedy, but I feel like in the Midwest, it's just a different kind of people.
Yeah,
it's like the audiences are different, and you can just do. I don't know. There's just so many different markets.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And it definitely takes a lot more, having those many opportunities within a proximity, moving from, just outside to inside Indianapolis, there are a lot more opportunities to, maybe hit 2 mics in a night or something like that. And that sort of thing is super cool. But at the same time, not that they're not worth going to, but there can be some nights where, you just maybe don't feel up to it or something like that.
Yeah.
And here in the Midwest, you can actually take a beat and go hit more mics at the end of the week and be like, you know what, I've actually had a pretty nice week of stand-up, even though I didn't do 27 spots.
Yeah, 100%.
You can wear yourself out, I think.
That's my mentality.
Yeah, make it meaningful. If you've got new stuff to bring,
100%.
you've made changes, there's a reason to go out.
Yes.
That we know those people that go to every mic they can every week, that run the same 3 to 5, and they make no changes to it, and it's this is where that wheel starts to spin.
Yeah.
But as long as you can, it's okay to hit 27 mics as long as you make those effective for you.
It almost seems like you oversaturate the market for yourself, in your own head, and the game. It's like when you get numb to it, it's not as fun anymore.
Yeah.
It's like a job. It's and it is a job, and you have to respect it for sure. Right, it's an art form, but it is definitely a job. We're supposed to sell drinks, and we're supposed to bring people to the venue. Right, it's part of what we do. But if you do it too much, it's just fuck, dude. It gets exhausting, man.
Yeah, and I had this conversation recently with someone who, I saw them at a show, and they've been performing a lot recently, and they're very good. And they came up and were like, "Hey, I feel bad I didn't hit." As many mics this week as I normally do, and it's do you think you got worse this week? Do you think just because you had life stuff come up that you just are somewhat worse, or do you feel that you need to hit this sort of stride that other people are hitting, that you've been told you need to hit, and people do need to get up, but take a week off. You need to live your life, to have experiences, to have stuff to write about.
Yes.
That's why I tell people, if you've been hitting mics for, a long time and you can't seem to budge, take a break. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of things. If you feel like you're grinding your gears, you probably are. So take a break, step back, take a couple of weeks off, go see family or whatever, go have some life experiences, and you might have a new story to tell the next time you go up at a mic. So,
I feel like you're personally speaking to me right now, because it's not even always mics though, but I do feel like I over grind sometimes. It shows, because a lot of people have been giving me recognition lately, and I really appreciate the fact that people are recognizing the work, but at the same time, it gets to be It gets to
Yeah.
be so fucking much.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and like what's also crazy is I know that this is coming from like a you know, like a local feature comic, like a regional feature comic, but at the same time, you know what I mean? If we're not listening to those at the top of our game during these podcasts, if you're not listening to the stuff that they say and taking it with any grain of salt, then you're missing an opportunity, I think. And all of the
100%.
people that I tend to look up to in the game, like, all sort of say the same thing. They're like, yeah, I could go up 27 times a week, but I also could go up 5 times a week over the course of 2 or 3 days and have 5 effective sets, or I could have 3 effective sets.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm not turning my wheels. I'm spending more time with my family, and I'm doing these other things that fulfill me as a person.
Yes.
And it's like, oh, there's balance to be found here.
There really is,
And,
bro.
you
I'm
know-
a content whore. I really am. I overdo it sometimes, but then when I underdo it, people are like, "Hey, why haven't you?"
And I feel
posted?"
like I'm not enough. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
100%.
And
Well, that's
it's-
why we all do this.
Sure. Yeah, for sure.
Deep down in there, there's something missing.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's I don't know. I think it's a wild balance to find, especially in you know, because you have to be like, you have to know about social media and how to do it if you're gonna, you know,
Build a crowd, dude.
build a following, because it is no longer this sort of like, being funny first obviously is the way it has to go. However, if people don't hear how funny you are and people don't get to access how funny you are, then, you know, you might as well just be, you know, looking to stay wherever you are, because I don't know, it's a wild sort of balance that we have, that, you know, is to be found.
Yeah, it's hard. It can be, especially if you're still working a 9 to 5 too. And there's a lot of people that are full-time comedy, also full-time hustling the regular 9 to 5 jobs.
Oh, absolutely.
And in between everything else. But I think it's important to have these multiple ports of entry as an entertainer, right? It's like the podcast, and then the comedy, and then maybe Instagram, and then I'm TikToking. And it's like, having all these ports of entry is important as a brand and as a business. And like, I tell people this all the time, and it's hard to hear, but it's like a long game.
Yeah.
It's a con. It's a long con. That's what entertainment is.
Well, I mean,
eventually you tell people enough, like, hey, I'm
Yeah.
funny. I'm fucking, and if you are funny, people tell you, and eventually that's how you know it's working. People start to tell you you're funny, and you're like, what the fuck's going on? You're like,
Sure.
they recognize you as a creator and as an entertainer. And it's been happening to me lately, man. And I'm just trying to like gas up and grease the wheels and just keep
Sure.
this thing going as far as I can, dude. Honestly, because it's gonna take a while, I think, but you never know. Like there could be like these little pop moments, right? Like that's what I hope for, at least. Like, you get these times where you get to open up for bigger people, or someone retweets you, or you say something funny enough to get someone's attention up on higher on the pyramid. You were kind of saying this earlier. You touched on it. Like, there's like a pyramid, like in everything, in entertainment too. And even though the people that we are looking up to, we're getting game from them. Younger comics and other people who are outside of the industry are getting game from us right now too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so-
I mean, you know, take it with a grain of salt, because ultimately everyone's sort of track is their own. But if you don't listen and pay attention to the markets around you, you're just going to be behind. I think that's just a rule of entrepreneurship,
Yeah.
which, you know, individual performers, whether it be music, comedy, whether you're a writer, whether you're any of these things, like, you kind of have to run as a, you know, as a unified business, but also at the same time, be a person. And that's like just up until July, I was one of those, you know, people that was, you know, doing comedy at the highest ability that I could while doing a 9 to 5 job. They came by, dropped an axe on me, thanks to the mortguage layoffs.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Fed, you know,
It's
for
gonna-
helping my dreams come
It's gonna
true.
crash again soon, huh?
Dude,
the word?
honestly, I don't know, man. It's one of those things that, like,
Do you have any insight on that? I don't
No.
I don't know enough about finances.
man,
or-
I just filled out paperwork.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
You're just
I
there.
really, yeah, my job wasn't that intricate, and it didn't really involve the interest rates. Like, whatever they were just, you know, whatever numbers I was using at that time. No, my job or insight on that. I mean, the only thing I can imagine when it comes to that, like, right now, is probably what goes up must come down. So, like, while there's this moment of, you know, interest rates being too high, you know, people are hesitating buying houses because they're waiting for everything to drop. That hesitation is going to continue for long enough that, like, the housing market's going to slow down to a point where it's like, oh, we got to throw some more coal in this engine. So they'll bring the interest rates back down. That's just kind of, that's been an observation I've had in the markets. Do I have any type of insight on that from a professional level? No. But like
from a common sense perspective.
Yeah, for sure. Also fuck the Fed. That's really how I want to end that story. Yes. Yeah, fuck the Fed, dude. Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, what was also something I read the other day, that the United States Post Office is getting ready to go cashless potentially. I know Starbucks is getting ready to go cashless.
Want to hear something I read the other day?
What's that?
GTA 6 Miami Vice is coming out.
Hell, fuck, dude! I'm
speaking about finances.
God
you know
of
what
War.
I mean?
If
you're about getting money, GTA 6.
Follow me on Twitch.
Follow me on Twitch, bitch. That's what I might say. I've been thinking about gaming. I'm a pretty good gamer. Like I play Call of Duty. Shout out.
Hell yeah.
Optimal Gore 420 on PS Network.
Hell yeah! I downloaded that free Rocket League and found Assassin's Creed for $20. That's about
fire.
the extent of my gaming.
Yeah, I like Assassin's Creed.
It.
Dude, there's something about that game. Speaking of that game, I'm glad you brought this up. I've always had this theory since I was a kid. Now, this is just a theory, obviously, but I think that we could possibly be in some sort of like animus, like living out our ancestry or like lineage, because this is why. Now more than ever, we have like all this technology and we have cameras everywhere, and there's always like record. It's like the more you record yourself, the more access they'll have to you later, right?
Yeah.
It's like the bigger your log that you leave behind. We're both podcasters. Maybe someday if kids can play as us, like our great come back and live this life where we're just smoking joints in vans and doing fucking college.
Well, I mean, dude, I think that's a very interesting theory, and it kind of aligns with simulation theory, which I find very interesting. I don't know like enough about it to like really put two like feet forward on that, but like when it comes to simulation theory and like the way that sort of stuff plays out, it would be dope to think that like my like ancestors could come back and play as me, but also that would be pretty like depressing.
Yeah,
like holy shit, this guy's getting Taco Bell again.
Well, you never know. You never know. That could be very taboo and different in another time.
Yeah.
What the fuck are they eating?
Yeah, absolutely. I need to go back and experience what it was like, you know.
I agree with you on the fact that I don't have enough experience or like technological know-how to like say that that's so. But I also believe in like my mind's eye and my heart. And sometimes I just get answers from within. I think I literally live my life off of that intuition. So sometimes I say things that maybe I'm fabricating for sure, or that I want to, or that, you know what I mean? I can't say that it's true or not, but I do. I do feel that it's a possibility at least, right?
Well, and that's also the difference between believing and knowing. You know what I mean? Like, so like, oh my God, there was a quote that I heard last week and I'm about to butcher it, but here we go. I'm going to swing for the fences. It's like, you know, you have a brain in your head, but you believe that you have a soul. You know what I mean? Like those two things, you can't really ever know you have a soul. Like it's a sort of a measurable thing, but a lot of people believe that. And, whereas you can measure, like, obviously if you took tools and things like that, you can, obviously measure that you obviously have a brain, but like you can't see it. You can see the effects of it.
Sure, but I think we've known for a long time. Even if you look back in literature, obviously you can see that the Bible talks some of stuff like that, of like the beyond. But even in early like modern day psychology, William Descartes, which is kind of the father of all of it, he was just sitting there one day looking in the mirror, and he was like, "I'm not like my body," right? It's like he had some understanding that I think we all have, but couldn't verbalize, that like there is an other within, and this could just be like an antenna.
Yeah.
An antenna. Yeah. An antenna. That's just my fucking Ohio hillbilly.
An antenna. It got one of the
antennas that got the fucking bunny ears around.
You push it and
you got a little foil on there, and if Jimmy holds it just right during turkey time.
Damn it, Johnny, can I get some more foil, please, over here for
we're out of foil, god damn it, grandmama.
Put it on channel 3, whatever you get. No, I think that's that sort of self-awareness is something that you know, certainly is I don't know, maybe it's innate to humans. I don't know if an ant knows that they don't, you know, have a soul.
No, human beings are the only creature who are conscious of their own death as well.
Really?
Yes. 100%. Animals don't.
Even though elephants bury their own.
Why would they be so happy? But they're disposing of it. But I don't. Maybe elephants.
I mean,
you're right, because maybe there's shit in the ocean too that could be conscious. I'm not saying that all of them, but I think a lot of the animals are kind of like NPCs.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of those simple-minded creatures that are, but like, but even then, there are a lot of apes that show signs of like ritual behavior. Have you seen this shit?
Sure, and even they
shit's
discovered
wild.
a second Stone Age within the ape community.
They just found a 1.8 million year old human tooth.
You know what I thought when
humanoid tooth?
When
that
they
shit's
said
wild.
that, well, the oldest fossil on record is a fungus, and that's what we all come from. I believe that. I believe 100%.
Oh, for sure,
the
man.
mushrooms speak to us.
Hell yeah.
The fungus speaks to me.
Yeah, and not to, start reading off Paul Stamets here, but that dude, like,
Let's go.
but broke
Let's
down
fucking
how
go.
well the city of Tokyo's built on like the networking of fungi
Based on the mycelium and
absolutely.
how they designed the maze, which was
their
the
subway
Tokyo subway
system.
system.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that shit's wild. But no, I 100% agree, and I think it's I don't know. I think that I think it's cooler to imagine that at somewhere along the line we were just this like wild rock floating that was like a lot like some water
Tadpole,
vapor,
bro.
and like tadpole and stuff, and then to imagine that like some sort of like scientifically advanced engineers came here and just like planted the seeds of life just to imagining the fact that we're just like some giant terrarium for like a super advanced civilization, like would bring me a lot of comfort to be like, oh, there was no plan here at all. You just like drop some shit and let it go awry.
Yeah.
That would bring a lot of comfort to me to be like, oh shit, there like wasn't a design to this. We just were able to find a lot of beauty in the devastation that is the idiotic act of like doing that to like, I don't know.
I like that
an entire
idea.
planet. But we wouldn't have gotten comedy out of it.
I like that. That's true. I like that. Yeah, because we have to have emotion, right?
Yeah.
You have to have a hardship to have.
And also the
funniness,
ability to
see
like
it.
perceive humor and like the contrarian point of view, and like the ability to make light of the dark. You know what I mean? Not to get Masonic with it, but like
but that's 100% where it
yeah.
comes from, right? That's where all entertainment comes from. It's kind of our job to usher in these new ideas to the public, and whether you want to be or not, you're part of it. If you decided to do this,
or at least help the public express
you're part
their
of
own.
it. You're on some you're on some part of the pyramid, no matter what.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Devilish
The
game.
pyramid's there whether you know it or not.
Yeah, it really is, and it's a dirty fucking game, dude. It really is.
Yeah,
in
it
all
can be.
levels of it.
Absolutely.
Well, there's good ones and there's bad ones.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think in all levels there's a polarity. You know what I mean? You're gonna have extremes of both spectrums, positive, negative, in everything, whether it be whether it be comedy or whether it be politics or whether it be whatever. You're gonna have those that are in it for the right reasons, but never catch a break.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have those that are in it to watch the world burn, but have every opportunity to make that happen. But at the same time, it's all the people in the middle that have to try to make sense of it all. And
That's
like,
true. They're the ones putting the work in. We're kind of
absolutely.
living off the back of the people in the middle.
And it seems like that's the ultimate ebb and flow, right? Is that, we like you said, because humans are probably the only people that are acutely aware of their own death and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Like it's a major part of how we live our lives. We literally dedicate a majority of the things we do every day to not doing it, whereas squirrels just run across the fucking road every day and don't care.
This is the only thing it's the only thing we all have in common is that we're all gonna die.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely, man. And even with those more simpler-minded creatures, we know that we share that in common with them, whether they do or not. And that's a pretty wild thing. But like having that awareness, I think, definitely, I don't know, sets the human up for a set of weird decisions. I mean, I can't even calculate the amount of decisions I make in a day, let alone the amount of decisions I make in a lifetime. And if each one of those decisions has multiple outcomes,
This is a good selling point for the video game.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
absolutely.
you go.
Assassin's Creed Mirage coming your way.
Every character gives you a different experience, and there's 7 billion characters on this fucking map.
Oh, and the map's the size of Earth.
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit, that would be wild. I can go back and play as like,
Are we about to crack the space-time continuum?
yeah, I can go back and play as the bully that like fucked around with me in high school and just like,
Yeah, you get to go back and play
Knock
as
'em
everybody.
down.
You get to
Yeah.
be the dad, the mom. You get to be
Yeah.
the teacher. You
Get to
be
ma-
everybody.
I get to make him
You get
like
to beat the kid
do
too.
weird shit with
if
a
you want to go
dog.
back and be the dad in the 70s and beat the kid and beat his dad, and then you,
Oh, I'd rather
Or
go
you
back and
could
be
stop
the
it, like
kid
the
who
butterfly
killed his
effect.
own dad. That'd
you could
be
be
wild.
Ashton Kutcher, dude.
Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man, did he marry into the Jared Kushner family?
I think so, dude. He must have.
That's great. That'd be fucking wild just to be able to like and see, but here's what's also crazy is like that universe does exist just within that box of yours. You know what I mean? It's like that episode of Rick and Morty where
Yeah.
he just like makes those batteries out of other civilizations that he's made to just create energy.
Yes. Dude,
What if we are one of those civilizations?
we are, dude. And also there's like little echo chambers within all of them because we all have our own reality. So it's like everything that we do with it's I don't know.
Yeah,
bro. It's just
perception
like,
is an interesting distortion
goes
tool.
on forever, dude.
Yeah. The personal perception is an interesting distorting tool. Like
Yeah.
it can, but here's the thing is like we can never control like the outside stuff, but like being able to try and grab and hold on to our own perception can be truly like opening to so many new experiences. And getting back to like you said on mushrooms, like I tried microdosing recently.
Yes.
And it was amazing. It was literally
I'm doing it right now.
just yeah, absolutely, dude. And like it's you know, I mean you could probably count 1,000 podcasts that have talked about microdosing, but it's because it's effective.
It's 100% effective.
It's
I
effective
think we
and-
should all reconnect with it. Let's give it to the
Sure.
I almost said give it to the let's give it to the youth. No, this is not an infomercial for that.
I mean,
I'm just kidding. But you know, in certain cultures,
it's better than a lot of that. I'd rather give kids, you know, I mean,
in certain cultures,
you can give
though,
7-year-olds,
when you're 13,
yeah.
they give you the whole experience, like South
Ayahuasca?
America, the
Mhm.
ayahuasca. So I think that
Some
before,
cultures in Peru, I think, go as young as like 7.
but it's just like the Bible. Like you don't want to do that nowadays. But I
Yeah.
think that there was a time and place, and I think that there is a time and place in everyone's life to have a psychedelic experience.
Yeah. But
100%.
Yeah, but also but what's wild is like that is so frowned upon. But like those kids also like are gonna have like 4 Happy Meals this week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's
Poison.
like sure. I mean everything's poison to something that's dying. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like sure, clean water will sustain us. Obviously, clean food will sustain us. Obviously.
Oh wow, you're
But-
right. That's
But
such
but
a
we're all
great
gonna
point.
but we're all dying of something. We're
Just
all,
because we sleep,
we're all
every
dying
night.
of living. Is
Yeah,
what's
but
happening.
just because we have schedules and we sleep every night, we pretend like it's not going on.
Yeah, well, it's a easy sort of distraction,
and
but at the
forget.
same time, like knowing that knowledge of being like, you know, I don't know, tomorrow's not guaranteed,
Yeah.
but at the same time, that is a very scary thought. I'm kind of freaking myself out talking about it.
Dude, well, I love this universe that like that we're creating right now,
Sure.
and that like I've kind of created. It's like because
And that we create every moment because the future is a mirage and the past never happened.
100%, and
Boom.
that's the important thing. But living outside of that is, I think, what you were talking about, because that can be good too. It's
Mm-hmm.
good to step outside of it, but being in the moment is the only thing we're ever gonna have.
Yeah,
Like you can, but and when you think too far back, I think you get depressed, and when you go too far in the future, you get a little bit of anxiety because it's not quite come yet. But if you could somehow find that balance,
yeah.
this is circling back around. I know we've said some wild shit, and not every, like it's like there's no hard proof to anything that we're saying, but like exploring our mind's eye and our heart.
But
and
it
kind of-
connects with people.
Yeah,
People get what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
it's like letting ourselves just be
Yeah.
vulnerable right now is a powerful thing, and
For sure.
I'm into it.
I mean, like
You wanna
know,
kiss me?
I mean, a little
Don't
bit.
get weird.
A little bit, but we got to take it in the other room because we got to film that for OnlyFans. Can't just give it to these people for free.
100%. Sign up for my
Come on,
OnlyFans.
we got business to handle here.
Sign up, baby.
OF Plus actually is a plus size version of OnlyFans.
Subscribe.
Yeah, charged by the pound. No,
I have to do a mukbang after this.
yeah, do a mug club.
What the fuck is that? Send me a link, my guy. That's some new shit, bro.
Oh shit. No, wait, what the fuck was I talking about? We got into a
We
riff
just
and I
got,
lost
dude.
it.
I bet we just got time stopped, and they came in and neuralized.
Yeah,
us.
they probably did. They probably were just like, they were about to get into some wild shit. We can't have this go down.
Dude, I used to have phone calls like that when I was younger with my friends, and we'd be like on like 3-way calling, and we would start to like crack the universe, and then like a storm would happen, or someone's phone
shit,
would
dude.
die, or this is back when we had landlines too.
Yeah.
something would go down.
Men
bro.
in Black show up.
Boom,
just
fucking
boom.
wipe us. They were like, these little
Lucky
kids.
they didn't noisy cricket your ass.
Oh, what does that mean?
Oh, it's a little gun he had.
Oh yeah, the
Isn't that-
cricket.
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you were about to say some porno. Like I was like, whoa, dude, the noisy cricket.
Yeah, that's
Tell me about
that's a lane that like it's just someone naked in their house trying to kill a cricket.
Yeah,
They're just pissed off because they're like, this thing won't fucking
I would
shut up.
watch that, dude.
Yeah,
I'm a voyeur. Dude,
that was me 3 nights ago.
You want to hear a crazy theory that I have of voyeurism and Airbnb. So
Oh shit.
I think that the reason they asked if you have kids or not, right? Because they definitely want to accommodate, obviously. But here's my theory. I think that sometimes they put cameras in these Airbnbs, dude.
Sure.
Especially
They've
in
had
like
date
these,
lines on
especially in like these college towns
Oh, yeah.
where you know people would be hooking up.
Yeah.
And like if you were like some baller dude,
You know they're not checking the outlets.
dude, you're not trying to watch Kim Kardashian. You're like, I need the real hardcore
Yeah.
reality TV where people
Sure.
don't even know they're on TV.
Yeah.
Right? And
Why does this house have 12 fire alarms in this room?
the best selling
Why are
point I could think of was obviously, people having sex or just watching people in general sometimes can
Yeah.
be fun to weirdos.
People
But
are into weird shit, man.
if you like put a timeline on it, it's like a selling point. Like buy now, only 3 days. They're only gonna be here for 18 more hours, and you don't even know if they're gonna be there. They could have stuff planned.
Oh.
It's like
Imagine getting the ad for your own Airbnb video.
yeah.
You're just like watching other people's Airbnb videos, and there's like one that comes across Tampa Bay,
Tampa Bay.
the Catalina Inn, room 2nd floor, room 3. Like, what the fuck? I'm staying there.
Yeah. Well,
What?
They wouldn't dox you if they were smart, but yeah, that would be hilarious. Oh my God.
Oh man, you're
That's
like,
some
hell
deep
yeah, I want to
webs.
watch this. It's like that's right next to where oh shit, I'm in room 3.
Have you ever been on weird YouTube or like the deep web or anything like that when you start? finding these
Man,
crazy
I've
videos?
watched I've never gone on the dark web, but I've watched a couple documentaries on it. And I
Yeah.
talked to a buddy of mine who knew about like getting on fucking, I don't know, Tor browsers or VPNs and shit.
I know guys who did it like Silk Road shit back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the phones
and
when
I
they
heard,
first started doing internet
dude,
on the
some of the
phone.
shit like was a little bit much for me, like the fucking red rooms and shit.
Tell me more.
Which is essentially where people who have been obtained somehow through whatever means.
Human trafficking.
Yeah, sure, or abduction or whatever.
YouTube's gonna flag this video for sure.
For bringing awareness to something that stops human
100%.
trafficking.
Let's stop
Yeah.
human trafficking.
Yes,
today.
let's take that off the air. No, these red rooms are where these people that are obtained through nefarious means are made to be tortured and whatever to the point of death behind a paywall like Twitch, where you can like pay and tip and stuff like that. People are doing
That's
that
what
on
I'm
the dark
saying. If
web.
they're doing it on the dark web, then they're definitely doing it to like random people in bathrooms. Dude, ever since they started putting those little
Sure, man.
sensors on the urinals for men,
Yeah.
I don't know if those are on women's toilets because I don't go in women's rooms
Yeah.
that often.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've been in a couple, but not that often.
I've gone into some single toilets because I have a policy that any toilet that any room that has one toilet is unisex, regardless of what the sign says.
Dude, I feel so bad for unisex restrooms, though. I feel bad for women.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
We're
dude.
fucking pigs, dude.
Yeah.
Like, every time you walk in a unisex restroom, it looks like a guy, there's piss everywhere, toilet
Yeah.
paper. There's no way they're sitting on that,
Yeah,
dude.
I got a lot of bathroom
I feel
rules
so
like
bad
that.
for those ladies in those
Yeah.
like, in a lot of
Yeah.
bigger cities, it's like that. Like, I was just in Louisville. I'm sure in, like, New York. I know in Chicago. Anywhere where it's more liberal and there's a lot of people, it's typically unisex now. But
Sure. Yeah.
those poor women.
Well, oh yeah, for sure. They definitely get the bottom end of that stick for sure.
Because I'm not even trying when I'm in there. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm just
I'm
I'm just like
fucking letting
spraying
it-
the wall,
Oh, well, you know, so when in
shitting
Rome,
in the tank. I'm just doing everything I
you
can.
don't shit in the back? You don't shit in the back?
I don't take upper deckers that often. I mean, when I'm pissed off at someone, I'll tell you what, I'll take an upper decker if someone like fucks up my food.
Is that what it's called?
No, I'm kidding. I won't do that.
Upper decker? It must be like I wonder
Yeah.
if that's from England. I wonder if that's like it started. I'm going to do an upper decker.
I want to say I saw that on
That's the
on
worst
MacGruber.
English
I
accent.
think on MacGruber he started talking about taking upper deckers, and they're like, "What is that?" He's like, "Where you shit in the tank." And
that's so fucking funny, dude.
yeah, dude, I have a lot of those gas station restroom rules. All right, here we go. First one: if I walk into your place in the wee hours of the morning or night or whatever, and like your bathroom's inaccessible, and I got to take a piss, I'm peeing on the back of your gas station.
Yeah, that's road rules, dude.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm like, I gotta go somewhere. You're not gonna let me use your bathroom. I guess that's your prerogative.
Yeah.
However,
As a man, you
as
just-
my prerogative,
Have
I am.
freedom.
Yeah, I'm gonna light up your cardboard boxes back here that are marked ready to open. No, I'm just kidding.
I've done that a few times. For sure.
Also, if I go into a place that does not have an effective lock, like are
you scared to poop?
Here's the thing. As a way to try and teach people that they need to lock on doors, I don't lock public bathroom doors, and I take a piss with my pants all the way down.
What the fuck? Dude?
Because if they have the balls to not knock on a public restroom door, they get what's on the other side of that door, and they'll always knock.
You
again.
literally you pull your pants all the way down to ankle before you piss in a public restroom at a urinal?
As a way of teaching the people coming in. Yeah.
At a urinal?
No, not next to people. Not next to people. I'm talking about a single toilet only. I don't lock the door because if they don't bother to knock, like everyone should, like a decent human, they get what's on the other side of that door.
If you ever invite me to stay over at your place, just remind me that you do that because I never knock before.
Then knock on the door. That's my whole
if there's
point
a
of this whole
lady
thing.
in the house though, like obviously I think but I don't know. I just never like.
Yeah.
I had
like the slow kid in elementary school. I just pull my
younger.
pants all the way down.
We're peeing in the sink and shit. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
It's just nobody closes the door and shit.
Yeah. That's why we as a society, I'll tell you right now, the world would be a much better place if we started knocking on bathroom doors.
Damn, dude. This is a message
that's
that we need to get
a PSA. That's my PSA.
To everyone, to the public.
You never
today.
know. Which camera am I looking at? Okay.
Right there.
You never know which bathroom I could be in at any time. You see a closed door, you knock on it, because you never know what's on the other side. Could be me with my pants all the way down, taking a piss.
At a urinal.
Well, I mean... Now I get what you're saying about a urinal, because that implies there's two toilets. Yeah. I would never do it at a urinal, only if it's a single toilet.
I'm committed. I was committed to it. I'm just picturing you though, pants down, me
pants
just walking
all the way down. Some guys
BW3s, and you're just like, all the stalls are open. You're just like pants to your ankle, fucking taking a steamer. I waited all day for this. I had 2 large coffees.
Oh man.
It stinks.
Like I just won a race in the Special Olympics or something.
You're trying to pee the stains off the back of that, bro.
Yeah, high
just
pressure,
a hot stream.
Yeah,
bro.
high pressure grunting while I'm doing it.
I can literally smell it right now. Just
it was the asparagus. It was the asparagus I had. All right, that's the
smell
bite
that
from the show we're gonna use.
Yeah.
That's the bite.
You guys
Pants
smell that
down
at home?
pisser.
Pants down on the pisser.
Yeah.
This episode is called Pants Down on the Pisser.
Yeah. That's my whole thing. It's just knock on, and all that could have been spared if people would just knock on a bathroom door.
Yeah.
You know?
Jesus
you never know what's on the other side. And also
our restroom's right around the corner.
Yeah, also I will say
There's
bathrooms with a urinal
toilet.
don't even have a lock. If there's not a lock and I know it's unlocked, I'm not going to do that, obviously. Because I'll go into the one, but I won't lock that stall. Tell you that much right now.
I'm just imagining one of the rappers that work in the studio next door, like just walking in on you in this restroom with your pants to your ankles.
Yeah. I'm going to get a shirt on the back that says "Shoulda knocked."
That's your catchphrase, dude.
Shoulda knocked.
Hey, you guys know Kyle Buck? Who? Shoulda knocked guy. Oh, Kyle!
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Shoulda
Fucking
knocked.
love that guy. No, he was at my mom's bar mitzvah. I didn't even know your mom's bar. That was a bad one. That shouldn't have landed.
I don't know. L'Chaim, is that right?
Yeah, my mom saw him. At
I'm
my
not
bar
cultured
mitzvah.
enough to be able to
verbalize
do
it.
these asides. I don't.
I ate Indian food a few weeks ago.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love Indian
That's
food.
all. That's as cultural as I am.
Hell yeah.
As well.
Yeah, I
chicken
love the tikka masala
Tikka
with
masala
the
is
naan.
amazing. Yeah.
You kidding me right
What's
now?
the one with the cashews and the raisins in it? Do you know what I'm talking? It's chicken.
What's it
You know what
called?
I'm talking about?
What's it?
Korma.
Korma? Yes,
Korma.
yes, chicken korma.
And I get what I do is I'll eat like a whole loaf of naan and I'll just like drink that soup. Like
Yeah.
I get the hot.
Oh,
What do you go
yeah.
5 heat?
Oh,
What do you
yeah.
go on the heat?
I normally just go normal, but this one apparently went a couple notches last night. Had a rough go.
I go level 5. I'm
Yeah.
not playing around with the heat.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But no, that one down there really has opened my mind up to. I'm telling you what, I will fuck up some all-you-can-eat sushi.
Yes.
Some all-you-can-eat sushi will leave me in pain, and you will lose money. I'm
love
sorry.
sushi. 100%.
That's just the way it goes.
Yes.
You know.
My kid's mother hit me to sushi when I was really young, and I was like, I was very uncultured too, because I'm like just a white trash piece of shit.
And also, I've always wanted to try sushi.
I've always loved it
but I'm
since
not going to
then.
get it from fucking Anderson, Indiana.
I go hard now. Like I don't even think that she will go like raw, but I'll eat raw fish. I'll try all of it just because
I
I'm.
will eat it in fucking Greenwood. I'll
I used to be scared. Yeah. There's a nice place here in one of the outskirts of
Hell
Dayton.
yeah, dude.
There's a few actually really nice places around here to go get some sushi. I like this place called JY Bamboo. It's in it's in Fairborn. You probably will never go, but it's good. Shout out JY.
Yeah.
I fuck with them. But I actually had Caribbean food for the first time recently, like real authentic. Like pick the bones out of it when you're eating it because they don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just. But I was in Louisville and one of my homies, you know, Will McKenzie.
Mm-hmm.
You ever met Will?
I don't know that we've met, but like I know of him.
Probably Facebook friends or something like that, maybe.
Yeah.
But he's a very funny guy. Well, I was staying with him when I was down there, and he took me to this spot in the hood where, you know, probably white people typically don't go and get to eat. I'm sure they do, but just probably not. He said not a lot of people go there. So I was like, man, I'm trying to go get that. Yeah. So dude, it was like literally some of the best chicken I'd ever eaten in my life. And he had the lamb and we kind of shared it around a little bit. It was some of the best food. Like I've had Caribbean jerk, like the seasoning, right? But until you actually have the food and the rice that they steam up in the back with it's like real Jamaican people and they all know each other's names. It's like literally a family owned restaurant.
Yeah.
Bro, it was some of the best food I've ever had. It was better than the Indian food.
And those are the best places.
Yeah.
Like really there's
those recipes been in their family for 100 years probably.
Oh, absolutely. And like there really is a matrix there between like how good like what's your expectation of the non-food items? Are you expecting like the cleanest tables in the world with the most comfortable chairs and the nicest people and all that?
Right.
If you're expecting that and the best food in a lot of these spots, you're not getting both.
This isn't a Michelin restaurant.
Exactly. But if you're willing to knock back your kind of quality of the rest of the experience, you're
Put
going
it
to
in a
maybe get yelled
box,
at.
Dude.
Yeah, you're going to maybe get yelled at for not saying something right.
Yeah, dude.
And that's okay. You're learning as a white person. That's what it's about, people.
100%.
You have to learn as white people.
Yeah.
And it's
Kyle brought his white
yeah,
guilt.
there's the other clip for
part
you.
of his merch.
Yes, exactly. That's the other part of my shirts. You have to keep your learning up. Keep your books reading. No, it's one of those. Yeah, if you're okay with like kind of getting yelled at a little bit because you didn't say something right, but then you like you get taught how to order it, but then you kind of get into the flow of it. It's the most amazing food, dude. Doesn't matter like whether you're talking Caribbean, whether you're talking Mexican, whether you're talking Puerto Rican, whether you're talking like Thai, whether you're talking any of that. It is if you're willing to knock back some of the service side of things, you're going to make sure the quality of the food is just that much better. It just seems to go that way.
Man,
I've seen.
I absolutely love Mexican food, and I know just like pizza, it's peasant food, right? But it's so fucking good, dude. It's literally the best thing in the world. Like
it's
some good
literally
burrito
a handful of ingredients.
from some lady named Maria and her burrito.
Oh my gosh,
Lime.
Oh, just the lime and the cilantro and onion on the tacos. And there's a spot by our place in Indianapolis. Next time you come in, we need to go over this spot. They just have some of the best tacos. It's where the people that work at the Mexican restaurant by our house go to eat.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like just the best.
So there's like a chain. There's a chain around here too, El Toro, which is decent.
Yeah.
There's one in every city around here.
Yeah.
But there's a few taco trucks and this one place called Victor's that started up a few years ago, and now they have multiple locations. But these people are like from Mexico.
Yeah.
And they make like authentic food. The reason I know is one of my homies from Cali was here. And he was like, where's the taco spots, obviously. So we get a couple different places, and we went to Victor's, and he was like, bro, this is just like the food in SoCal, which I've never been to California.
Yeah.
But he was like, this is the closest that I've had in like the Midwest.
Dude,
and I was like, that's wild. It was here in Ohio.
A couple things about California and tacos. I had fish tacos for the first time.
Fried or grilled fish?
They were grilled.
Okay.
They were grilled. It was, I believe, tilapia. I don't remember. I could be wrong. But no, I had 3 of those and a tall-ass Corona in L.A. before my first time going to the Comedy Store as a spectator. This is back in like 2012.
That's dope as fuck. You went to the store, though.
Dude, I ran into Bobby Lee.
Oh, wow.
On my way out. He asked me if I'd ever fucked a guy.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
dude? I got that vibe from you too, but I wasn't gonna ask.
No, it was definitely not during a sober phase. So this is not me trying to like.
Yeah,
it was a cool interaction.
He hit on you, my guy.
Well, no, he hit on me for his friend.
Well,
he goes.
They would have probably all had their way with you. It's L.A.
Yeah, he asked me if I'd ever fucked a guy. Well, no. He asked me if I'd ever fucked a black guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I love that he's getting into specifics. Like, this guy's definitely fucked guys.
Yeah.
But I wonder if he's ever fucked
He's
a
like,
black
you
guy.
trying to take it to the next level tonight, motherfucker?
Yeah, and I thought I was going to be funny and being like, well, if it's not Chappelle or Rock, I'm probably not interested. And then he just like nudges to his buddy there, who's like this black dude, and I'm like, ugh, I think I'm gonna get going. I mean, Bobby Lee definitely was not in his sober face, so he probably has no memory of that.
You were almost in the fold, dude.
Yeah,
you were this close. See, if I was there, I would have been like,
that was my opening to Hollywood.
All right, guys, where's the party?
Yeah, that was literally my opening to Hollywood.
They're like, do you want to open up the Comedy Store next weekend? All right, well, you got to go back to Bobby Lee's house and do cocaine off this black guy's dick.
No, but dude, it was wild though going to the Comedy Store. Just at, God, this was 10 years ago, and it was during the what they call the dead years before Rogan came back.
Okay.
So post 2007, pre 2014, dude, it was $5 to get into the Belly Room for a show called The C Word. That at the time I didn't really know who they were, but like there were some killers on that. Like Eleanor Kerrigan was on there. I think like a young Elijah Schlesinger was maybe on that. I looked up the lineup since, and it was a great show. But I was one of 9 people in the room.
Wow,
it was.
And these
insane.
were killers. People who were like
good
national
this
touring
is the Comedy
comedians.
Store.
Yes.
Like I'm like, this is the LA Comedy Store.
Yeah. It's like it makes us not feel so bad.
Yeah. Well, it was $9.50 drink for just like a Jim Beam and like nothing. Jim Beam on the rocks.
They only made less than $2.50 with all you guys in the room then.
Oh
for
yeah,
the cover and
yeah,
the 2
for
drinks.
sure. Yeah, it was $5. Yeah, and then I mean, I think the main room was popping, but I didn't see who was at the main room. I was just like, I want to go to the Comedy Store, see what's happening. Yeah, I had fish tacos for the first time before going to the Comedy Store, and then the next day, the only reason I got to go to LA that time was because my mom was going on a work trip, and she was like, "Hey, if you pay for your plane ticket, I can get us, a room with 2 beds." I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" But initially, I was like, "No, Mom, let's just do one." No,
Yeah.
that was a joke, by the way. You guys are like, yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, no, that's good, dude. Keep going. Yeah, keep going. We're really getting to know you now.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I was like, fuck yeah, if I just have to pay for my ticket and no lodging, like, yeah, I'm down. And she was going to be working the whole time, so I was just going to be entertaining myself. So I can entertain myself in LA. Ended up going to a restaurant with my mom, strangely enough, called the Pink Taco. It was basically Hooters, but with your vagina.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it was taco themed instead of wings and shit.
I love tacos, dude.
And it was an amazing place. It really was a sight to behold, especially in LA.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting there with my mom, like trying to look at her eyes the whole time, like, Mom, I'm not enjoying this. I'm not enjoying this as much as you think I should. Why, your mom was
checking everybody out? Or what?
Right? Yeah. My mom's having a great time.
Super uncomfortable.
Yeah. No, I don't think she got the joke. I don't think she got the bit until I like pointed it out. Like she definitely pointed out that they were wearing like scantily clad outfits, but like, being a vegetarian, she didn't really like ever go after those like, themed restaurants, and like, so she never fucked with Hooters, she never fucked with Twin Peaks or any of that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
man, my boys keep telling me about Twin Peaks. Is that the spot?
Man, it's
your
like,
girls right here.
It's no, we go to Twin Peaks together. Yeah, no, it's
shit.
Yeah.
She's like, she keeps suggesting it. I can't.
Yeah,
understand
hey, Wednesday's lingerie night. Like, dude, they have delicious wings.
Night. Did you say Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday nights. Yeah,
Wednesday.
That's how you know you're still in the Midwest. Yeah, Wednesdays.
Dylan, I'll pick you up at 8.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and the wings are good.
I'm just kidding, Maddie.
The beer's served at like 39 degrees, so like
I don't drink.
So the rest of it is really ancillary. You know what I mean?
I'm just there for the wings and just the wings mostly and the cheese curds.
Yeah, absolutely.
Real Wisconsin cheese. Is that?
I don't.
Is that what they're known? Is that what are they known for?
What, Twin Peaks?
Yeah.
Tits, probably.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, we're going on Wednesday for sure.
I don't know. Like I'm just like, what is their branding's pretty on point.
Twin Peaks, like boobs, like mountains.
Yeah, and plaid.
Well, you know what? I think that's a good way to end
Think
this.
Heidi from Tool Time.
Oh my God!
But on meth, because
we can go on Tuesday.
But on
and
meth
Wednesday.
because it's Indianapolis.
Oh, the ones in Ohio.
No, they're awesome. They're great. I'm
Yeah.
kidding. Because a lot of they might never probably watch this. However, I'm gonna share it, and one of them probably will, and be like, "That motherfucker."
No, someone's gonna clip this out later. Like these fucking.
I walked in the bathroom and that fucker had his pants down.
This piece of shit. Yeah. Is that where you got caught? Was Twin Peaks? Dude?
Yeah, I was in the middle stall. Pants.
Like 11 other urinals in here, buddy.
Yeah,
11 other urinals. You gotta fucking drop trowel in front of my kid.
Yeah.
Oh man,
He's fucking 12. God
this
damn
has
it,
been
Will.
so fun talking to you, my dude.
Yeah.
But we do want to keep the retention up on the YouTube, right?
Hell yeah.
We want your life story, but in parts.
Oh yeah, for sure. Then
Hopefully
that's why you got to
come back.
follow me.
Okay, yeah. And please follow Kyle. And you have some shows upcoming.
Yes.
Would you
Yes, I do.
Would you like to plug those for everyone?
Absolutely. Follow me at Uncle Buck's house. You can go to my website, ubhpresents.com/buck. And then you can just see me coming up. All my dates are on that website. But you can see me coming up September 22nd, the Guardian Brewing Company, Muncie, Indiana. That's a free show. All the money goes towards the Center for Great Apes. I'm featuring for Shanda Sung Friday the 23rd of September at the Brick Room Comedy Club in Noblesville. And then on September 30th, I am headlining the Smokers and Jokers show at Mr. B's Cigar Box. And then October 1st, I'm doing the UBH Presents Lucas Waterfill at Five's Tap House. Those tickets are on sale, ubhpresents.com. And you can catch me on my birthday, October 13th, at Almost Famous in Indianapolis with a killer lineup presented by Red Flag Comedy.
Oh wow, dude!
Yeah, absolutely. And
Your
plus,
calendar makes my calendar look like shit. You just dropped so many dates, dude. That's so awesome. I love that you're working, bro. That's
thank you,
amazing.
man. And the podcast is on its way back. We're sort of revamping things.
Uncle Buck's house, right?
Yep, Uncle Buck's house is the podcast. I've also got another pod in the works that you guys will just have to come follow to get that information.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna follow you home and see.
Yeah.
You guys can also see him in the bathroom with his pants down.
Yeah,
at
absolutely.
Twin Peaks.
Just knock on
local
bathroom
Twin
doors.
Peaks.
That's my whole fucking point of all that weird shit.
Yeah.
Just knock on bathroom doors. It's a courtesy for everybody, including
100%.
yourself and your brain and your own trauma response.
Yeah, real quick before we get out of here, guys, I'll also be at Wiley's Comedy Club October 8th
yeah.
for the most offensive show in the world with Travis Charles, and then I will be at Dayton Funny Bone October 28th for the finale of The Funniest Person in Dayton, which is AKA Clash of the Comics. Make sure you guys come out for that, and then finally at the end of October 29th, I'll be with Luca Passo and Ray DeVito at Bricky's Comedy Club. It's a new comedy club in Franklin, Ohio. My good friend Kevin Rupert owns it, and you guys really got to come in and check that out. We got to fill that room up. Make sure we put on a good show for those guys down there at Bricky's. So, Kyle, thank you so much, buddy, for coming.
I forgot a date. Can I throw it in real quick?
Yes, please.
October
Switch the camera back to
27th at the
Kyle.
Comedy Attic. I am so fucking sorry.
No,
I
and
forgot.
Kyle, you share this on
Yes.
your social media too. That way, your friends
Yes.
will obviously follow this and see you too.
Absolutely.
And know your addicts.
Absolutely. That's exactly what I
Yes.
just said.
was John
At
Belushi's
Uncle
last
Buck's
word.
house. Yes. Absolutely. Well, I don't know why I did that.
Very
Absolutely.
overdosed. I like how you put a little swag on it. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest.
Thanks, man. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Follow me at Uncle Buck's house. And thank you.
Thanks so much, guys, for watching. Dylan, thank you for being here, buddy. I appreciate you as always. Peace out.
Boom.
Hell yeah.